Hello, so this is my final sprint update. I'm going to start off with showing what I've worked on during this final sprint. Here we're on the discovery screen, and as you can see, the first thing I'll point out is it's kind of hard to see on the screen, but the location search bar, I styled it so it matches the location search bar, I styled it so that it matches the search bar above it. Before it was kind of smaller and the border didn't match, so that's just one thing that I fixed. And then I also worked on um, notifying the user when they invite a friend to their plan. It'll either send a message that says success, the invite was successful, or it'll say the invitation failed. And I also worked on the feature or the delete plan functionality, so that way when the user creates a plan and they decide that they would like to delete it, it is now deleted from the database. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. So first I'm going to create a plan and I'll just call it test delete. And if you look over here over here in the database, once I confirm it, the plan ID populated right here. And here is our plan. I haven't added any activities, so there's no activities on it yet. But now I'm going to invite a friend. To get to the manage collaborators, I clicked on these three dots that are connected. This modal will pop up and you click on manage collaborators. It'll take you to the invite screen and you'll go ahead and go in this search bar. I'm gonna invite an email that I know already has an account. And then I'm going to click invite, and after a second, it's kind of slow, it'll say success. It's kind of hard to see because the logo is covering it, but success. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to invite someone with an email that doesn't exist. And it should say invite, and then it says the invite failed. So that's that feature. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to the plan. I decide I don't want to go on this plan anymore. So I'm going to click on these other three dots up here. It'll take you to the settings or the plan options. You can click on this button. Are you sure you want to delete plan? I click yes. If you look over here in the database, after clicking yes, the plan ID disappears. So that's what I've worked on this sprint. And if we go to GitHub, this right here is displaying the message that whether the invitation was successful or not. So here's if it is successful, it'll display success. If not, then it'll say invite failed. And let's see. Yes, and this was just fixing. I also fixed some text inputs issues where if you pressed next, then it would get a red screen. So we had to catch that and set the return key type to done. But that's what I did there, and just some styling for the messages that pop up. And I think the delete plan is in here too. Yes, here on the plan option screen. Here's all the database calls to delete the plan from the database. And yes, and it's here on the delete plan modal. And then in this commit, this was just me styling the location search bar that I showed earlier, which wasn't too difficult. And then for the Gantt chart, here you can see in the first week of the sprint, didn't work, put in too many hours, only about 3 hours. And then most of my work was done in this past week, almost 10 hours, about a minute off. But yeah, so that was my final sprint update.